All right. Are we good now? Okay. Something was all fucked up with my mic. Are we good now, though? Ooh, it's really quiet. All right, let me see something. All right, let me see something. It's a little too loud. How about that? Loud. How about that was pretty clear. That sounds good. There we go. Yeah, you started a channel doing something. All right, there we go. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't realize my shit was all fucked up. Valdez starts it off with the strike, I think. Let me refresh this. Should be 0-1. Yeah, it is. Here's the 0-1. And that'll be swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Or fouled away, it's 0-2. But hell yeah, Joel. Hopefully the video does well. But yeah, now we're good, right? The mic doesn't sound bad or anything. It's like nice and clear. It's not like fucky. I don't know what happened. My audio settings got all fucked. Here's the 0-2 to win. Another foul. We'll have another 0-2. Beat Mets last night. Nice. Baseball. You spelled it wrong, Fernando. It's baseball. B-E-I-S-B-A-B-O-L. Baseball. Doing good, Paul. How you doing, man? That'll be another foul. We'll have another 0-2 up the third base line. I don't know. You could also use MLB66.IR for baseball. It works pretty well, but I don't know because it's like a .IR, so it's .Iran. So I don't know if you get in trouble with that. I just pay for it now. Like I've always said, I'd pay for MLB TV if they fucking let me watch Tigers games in Detroit. Now they do. That'll be a fly out to 1 away. Oh, MLB.TV, Tigers.TV, Detroit Sportsnet. It's $20 a month. It's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. 1 away after a fly out. Now up is Herrera. There are a lot of guys with the last name Herrera lately. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I wouldn't use it then. I'd go somewhere else if it's making you do a VPN. Still suspicious. 1-0. The TV app, yeah, I just wouldn't use that anymore. I'd just go with like MLB66.IR. It works. Here's the 1-0. There's like a UFC guy named Herrera. There's a gun YouTuber with the last name Herrera who's like going to be in Congress, I think. Your cousin has that last name, Herrera? Yeah, it's like a really common last name all of a sudden. Hey, that'll be a strike. 2-1. Nice job. Way to get one in there. And fouled away. That'll be 2-2. Just got a piece of it. Nice. Way to even it back up by Valdez. Once again, though, I don't think calling a 2-2 count an even count is correct, but, you know, everyone has their battles, I suppose. All right, 2-2. Because, like, if he throws a ball here, the bat isn't over. So, I've always considered a full count, 3-2, to be an even count. Oh, they're going to call that a strike, and he's not going to challenge it? I don't know. If I was him, I'd have been like, yeah, that was high. Yeah, that was a ball. He should have challenged that shit. It says that on MLB 66. I've never needed a VPN to use that site either. I don't know what's up with you. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. I don't like using those sites to watch baseball because they're all garbage. And they're very tricky. Here's the 0-1 to Burleson. It'll be hit on the ground over to the first base side. Pitcher running to cover. He makes the catch, and that'll be the third out. Oh, Woodward's having audio issues. I was having audio issues too earlier, believe it or not. My mic wasn't working, but that's a pretty quick fix. McGonigal, Torres, Carpenter to lead it off. Finally, McGonigal's leading off, though I still believe with my heart of hearts, Parker Meadows should be hitting 9 or 1, just based on how you believe lineup construction should go. But I do believe our real catalyst piece in this lineup is Parker Meadows. But McGonigal, Torres, Carpenter, Green, Dingler, McKinstry, Torkelson, Meadows, and Baez. Normally, Hinch doesn't put his worst hitter at 9. Usually that's where the 8 guy goes. But I'm guessing, and it's weird Colt Keith isn't starting today and McKinstry is. Not really sure why. But I guess we have McKinstry to hit later. Because McGravy is the pitcher we're up against. Let me double check. McGreevy, yeah. And he's a righty, so not really sure why we don't got Keith in the lineup. Keith smokes right-handed pitching. Well, pretty much our whole lineup smokes right-handed pitching. It's all we got is lefties. I mean, if Parker is playing well, he's actually a pretty good hitter and a really solid base runner. I don't know if I agree with that because I think Baez is god awful. But I don't know. It's Parker's really not developing much as a hitter right now this year. I mean, I don't know. He's a little better than he was last year to start the year. We'll see if he takes off. It's so hard a week into the season to make big declarative statements about anyone. Like, what's crazy is we're 0 run differential. Like, we've allowed 24, and I think we've scored 24, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's something really close like that, where it's like, however you want to consider that information, it's like, well, we're not playing that bad. And when you really stop and think about it, we've given up like 16 runs in 3 games. Or in 2 games, we've given up 16 runs. Strike 1 to McGonigal. So really, like, stopping and thinking about that, across 4 other games, we've given up 2 runs a game. 8 runs, you know. And McGonigal's going to hit a deep fly ball. What a catch in center field. Jesus Christ. What a catch in center field. Scott ran that shit down and made about over-the-shoulder catch. Otherwise, that's a triple all day. God dang. What a catch by Scott. That's twice now this kid's been robbed. And another line shot hit by Torres gets snagged over by the first baseman. Just a couple unlucky hits by the Tigers there. That looked like a triple all day for McGonigal. Hey, what's up, Kevin? It happens, though. Tough breaks. But to be fair, those are good hit balls, so that's progress. You don't want to see him hit lazy, shitty outs. You want to see rockets get caught by guys where it's just like, nah, god dang it, how'd that get caught? That's a sign things are starting to escalate, usually in hitting. Couple Cardinals fans. Cardinals they're usually a good team. The last couple years that they haven't been good are just because they've been rebuilding. Historically, they're always around the playoff picture. Nothing sneaky about the team. Plus, they're one of the Tigers' oldest rivals. That'll be 2-0. Nice take there by Carpenter. We need this motherfucker to start hitting. Sorry for the language, but like it's like, all right, Carey, we got like You're lucky half of all the good hitters in the league suck right now, or else I'd be pretty pissed. That'll be a long hit ball. Oh, yeah. Good read by Carpenter to not try to go for two, even though that throw would have let him take two. Long single by Carpenter. Well played by the right fielder. The Tigers and the Cardinals, they're pretty historic rivals, I would say. Well, we've met in the World Series at least once. I believe we're both some of the older franchises in league history. Like the Tigers and Cubs, you wouldn't naturally be like, well, those two are rivals. Like, yeah, they are. They played in, like, I think two of the Tigers' World Series titles are against the Cubs. You know what I mean? Like, and the Cardinals, we've played in World Series at least twice. Like, so it's one of those things where these are like old MLB rivalries. Just because we don't play every year, we don't play often, doesn't mean they aren't right. Like one of the Tigers, another rival the Tigers have is the Pittsburgh Pirates. When you're as old as the Tigers, Cardinals, Cubs, Pirates, Yankees, like the Tigers and Yankees, like they're also not natural, but they're also rivals in like a really strict sense of the word. Technically, I don't really consider like the Cleveland, and now they are over the last like 20 years, they've become that. But like in the division before, like when we moved to it, I wouldn't have said like the Indians or the Guardians are like a rival. The Royals, they don't feel like real rivals. The Twins, Chicago naturally kind of does, but like only as an extension of the Cubs. The Tigers have like the Blue Jays feel like far more of a rival to me than like the Kansas City Royals do. And they like these are teams not in like the AL Central, mostly because of like realignment. The Tigers got ripped out of the AL East, so there's a lot of like weird things that happened. Tigers are up there. I mean, you can't really like the Tigers are a very storied franchise. We've only got what 4 World Series, but that doesn't mean that we're not shitty. I think we're top 10 in World Series titles overall. We have some of the most historic players to ever play the game in Detroit. You know, 3-1 count here on Green. And Green gives it a rip, but it's foul. 3-2. Runner at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the first of a no-score game, 0-0. Tigers have the lone hit of the affair. They're new rivals. Oh, no, never mind. Yankees and Orioles always have played. Yeah, I mean, there's like some rivalries are always there, but like, I don't know. Like the Reds and the Athletics, those are rivals. Like those are two teams that dislike one another. The fans hate one another, but it's like an unexpected rivalry that isn't like in your face about like the actual logistics of the rivalry. It's just like a historic rivalry is what I call it. Because I believe in like the 70s and 80s, they played for almost every World Series against each other. It's and if it wasn't for the Big Red Machine, or like if it wasn't for the A's, they both of those teams have more titles. At least that's how, kind of looking at, I think they played like 2 or 3 times, at least twice. Yeah, Dodgers, like all in-state rivalries will always be like the biggest rivalry in pro sports, right? If you like the Dodgers, Padres, Yankees, Mets, but like Yankees, Red Sox, because they're really close anyway. Anyway, real quick, it'll be Urias, Walker, and Pozo in the top of the second, or it could be Urias. I always struggle with that last name. We'll see how it goes. Top 2, no score. Still can't believe that catch in center field by Walker. McGonigal robbed again by a center fielder. He'd have a triple and a home run in his young career to go alongside some pretty decent numbers. You know what team doesn't have any real rivals? The Diamondbacks, I feel like. What's up, Jake? I don't really know who the Mets or the Diamondbacks' biggest ops are. It's not like a very obvious like 1-to-1 thing. You know what I mean? It's like, they don't like the Texas Rangers, and it's like, all right, I don't know why. They only have existed since like the 90s. Yankees, Bo Sox, yep. Cards, Cubs, yep. In baseball, probably that's right, and most of it's because realignment fucked a lot of rivalry matchups up. I feel as though if the Tigers and Blue Jays could have been playing more consistently over the last 20, how long have the Tigers been in AL Central? Like 30 years. That rivalry would probably be a lot bigger than what it is now. And what it's supposed to be, kind of like losing players to each other's team. I don't know. There's like weird bad blood between those two teams. They kind of stole half our team and then won a World Series. Whatever about the Blue Jays. How many teams are in baseball? 30, right? I always get it mixed up with 30, 32, and 28. I know that's how that breaks down. But 0-2 on Urias. And he fouls it off, stays alive. Your Phillies beat Mets 4 in a row last year. Well, that was last year. It'll be 0-2 again, though. 30 is correct. That's what I thought it was. I know NFL is 32 and NBA wants to get to 30, and I think they're about to. Here's the 0-2, and that'll be fouled away. We'll get another 0-2. Yeah, Brandon Inge threw it out to Mr. Verlander. AL Central, NL Central, AL East, NL East, AL West. Yeah, it's 6, right? Another foul. We'll have another 0-2 coming up. Quite the little battle here right now. It's like 5 or 6 pitches already. Hopefully, Valdez wins this exchange and we get a strikeout. Or an out. Just do whatever out. I don't really care if it's a strikeout. That'll be fouled away. Another 0-2 coming up. I should create a button where I don't have to say, like, another foul, another 2-strike foul, another pitch coming. No, take it. Oh, no, I don't think you guys will win today. Unfortunately, ball 1. Maybe a different time. Hopefully your bet turns out good, Uncle. Hey, that'll be a strikeout. Nice job by Valdez. Way to win the at-bat. 1 away. Now up. Walker. I think my stream is behind a bit. Broadcast is just slow. Here's the pitch. And Walker is out. 2 away. Unless he drops it. He didn't. All right, 2 down. Now up. Pozo. Well, that was quick. So 2 away here in the top of the second. No score. You know what's nice about this is we don't have to watch this game at 10 o'clock at night right now. Phillies are going to beat the Rockies today. Probably. McGonigal, he had a deep fly out to center field, but it was almost down for what would have surely been a triple into left center. Walker made an, was that Walker? Oh, Scott made an unbelievable play in center field. Nice over-the-shoulder catch. 0-2 on a foul ball. A lot of foul balls off Valdez this inning. Hitters just making a little bit of contact to stay alive. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Here's the 0-2. Another foul. Just catching tips of them. Hey, we're up at 10 likes. Sorry, I appreciate that. If you haven't dropped one yet, consider doing so. Helps out our little stream here. Maybe gets more people in here. Here's the 0-2. It's ball 1. Get outside. Here's the 1-2 from Valdez. Well, it's coming up. He's working pretty quick, so it's always nice. And that's a foul ball. We'll get another 1-2. I feel like I keep repeating myself. Oh, look at it. It's Chris Ilitch. Everyone's mad as shit at him for some reason, even though he spent money. They're like, why didn't he get any big right-handed bats? They said they're going to get those at the trade deadline. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down. That should be the third out of the inning. A nice play over at third by McGonigal over to Torkelson. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Dingler, McKinstry, and Torkelson. Speak of the devil. Dingler, McKinstry, and Torkelson. I suspect a torque bomb coming. If not, well, then I don't know. What's up, Con? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. I don't know yet, basketball. Probably sometime in May or early June, I would have to imagine. I'm guessing sometime in May, most likely. Mid to late May. Rockies beat the Blue Jays. That's pretty funny. When was that? Yesterday? Blue Jays were pretty bad last year to start the year, if I remember correctly. It was actually pretty funny. Like in like June, everybody was talking about how they were everybody was going to pillage the Blue Jays. We had there were several discussions in my little streams here, about like, hey, who should we trade for? Should we try to trade for like Bo Bichette or like see if they'll trade Vlad Guerrero maybe? And I was like, I don't think Blue Jays are gonna trade anybody. What if they become good? It's too early to discuss trade, and that's why I hate doing trade deadline talk before like 2 weeks before the trade deadline, because we have no idea who's gonna be what in like the middle of July, and that's the only time where it really starts to become obvious what teams are like probably done, what teams are probably cooked. Is because like what the deadline's the end of July, so like middle of July is the All-Star break, end of July is the trade deadline. You know, I don't know. Here's Dingler to lead it off. That's high, ball one. So the Blue Jays last year are a great example of why you never decide that start doing trade like serious trade talks until middle of July. That way you also don't burn people out on talking about trades every day from middle of May till the deadline. Oh, I'm not ready for that. 1-2. They say 72 degrees down in Detroit today. Pretty nice weather. The hell is it so cold out by me? It's fucking 49 degrees where I live. 1-2 on Dingler. I can say today that the Chicago White Sox are cooked. Why are they cooked? Oh, are they just bad? And that'll be a strikeout, one away. Down goes Dingler. Most likely the Tigers, though, at the deadline, will probably need to go get a right-handed bat. Unless Torek and Dingler and Torres really tear it up. But and Baez starts hitting a little better. Which I don't know. You know what I mean? We do need some right-handed bats. We just like those are our righties. Just like that's all we got. I really wish McGonigal was right-handed. He'd be the greatest player in our franchise right now if he was right-handed. That'll be another foul. It'll be quickly 0-2 here on Mr. McKinstry. Pride and joy of CMU. He's probably the greatest baseball player to ever come out of Central Michigan if you stop and think about it. I'm trying to think of like other MLB players who came from CMU, and I think he's probably the only MLB All-Star. Yeah, no, there is a lot better chance that this team will start hitting than whatever the hell we were running last year. I think they need another right-handed bat that would really put this team over. And you know who we probably got to trade to get that bat is probably going to be Colt Keith, which really sucks. But long term, I don't really think Colt's. He could probably play third, but we got better guys that can probably play those positions, like Brett Rayner and Max Anderson, and you know what I mean. Yeah, getting arms in the offseason, 100% go blue. It's easier to get bats at the deadline, 100%. It's hard to get arms at the deadline. Because the reason that most teams are bad is because they don't have pitching. It's just like that's literally why most teams that have good hitters are shitty. No one can pitch. It's it's 50 degrees where I live. It's bullshit. That'll be a ground out, two away. Here's Spenny two bats. We need this guy to start crushing them. All we want is 250 in power numbers, doubles and homers. I literally don't care what his average is. It could be 220 as long as he's clobbering homers every so. If he hits 35 plus homers, what did he hit last year? 33. That's good enough for me. What a great year by Mr. Torque. 30 plus and probably 30 plus doubles. That's all I want out of that guy. I don't expect him to hit for a high average. I've never really did that. 1-1. I really wish they wouldn't have fucked with him in the beginning of his career and tried to make him a full field hitter like Miggy, when it was very obvious he just is a dead pull hitter. And that's where all his power goes. Just let him clobber it to left field. Want to know why the Rays are very good at developing hitters and we're not? Because the Rays don't get a prospect like, I don't know. Let's take that fucking guy that clobbered home runs for them for a little bit there. But he couldn't do anything else. We traded him to him for Austin Meadows. That guy. You know why he worked for them and not for us? Because we tried to turn him into a real MLB hitter. No, you got to be able to do all these other things hitters do. The Rays are just hit it to left field. We don't give a shit. Power hit it into that fucking left field fence. And that's exactly why that's why the Rays are good. They identify what the hitters do extremely well and just tell them to do that. The Tigers try to turn everybody into weird versions of Miguel Cabrera, and it sucks. It's so stupid. That'll be a strikeout. Sagis, Fermin, and Scott do up here in the top of the third. 0-0 score. I hope the Tigers win because I'm a Tigers fan. And I love the Tigers, trust me, but they gotta just kind of embrace what hitters do well and let them teach them how to do that better. Because I think that's why teams like the Rays develop hitters and we don't. There has to be some kind of fundamental mistake we're making. And I thought I saw it with what we did with Torque, which is trying to turn him into a guy who hits it into right field and center field instead of in college or in high school when he just bombed everything in a left field. I'm telling you, if Torque is ever traded, he will immediately become a 260 pull hitter that hits 30 home runs a year because he just hits it into left field. Carlos Pena is a really good example of a guy that excelled as soon as he left Detroit at power numbers. Curtis Granderson. There's a more recent example. I just can't remember the fucking guy's name. We traded him, Austin Meadows was involved in the trade for him. But the problem is he's a bad fielder. And he can only really DH, and he strikes out or hits home runs. And it's wow, so you mean a right-handed Riley Green, and we got rid of him because we just... Yeah, Isaac Paredes, thank you. Paredes. No, Harold Ramirez was a great fielder. A very, very good second baseman. His fucking hitting sucked. No, Isaac Paredes is who I'm thinking of. That guy was very good at power hitting righty. That's what we need in the lineup, right now. But, I don't because we couldn't turn him into a full field hitter, we got rid of him. We have 3 hitters and Colt is on the bench. Yeah, I don't. I don't know why Colt isn't playing in this game for McKinstry. Got to be a matchup thing. That's all I could have been. Why is this so slow? Let me refresh the stream. Looks like it's already back. Right, yeah, it's slow. All right, strike one here. To Sigis, I guess. I don't know. What's up, JD? I don't know. I do think what we'll have to do is get some kind of right-handed bat, and hopefully at some point stop trying to change all our hitters. Ball one. Missed a little high. Here's the 1-1, and he's another foul. 1-1 or 1-2. I don't know. Hinch is good at like 90% of like what he does with baseball, but I think he's got like a weird hitting philosophy, and I don't know if I agree with it. And that'll be a swing and a miss. That'll be the final strikeout of the inning. They throw it down to first to complete it. One away. Here's Fermin. I think this is the one that you have to say it weird because he's got the like little umlaut thing or the little like apostrophe above the I. It's all slanted. 31 bombs twice, only 78 RBI last year, and a sub 800 OPS. I hope so. I think if Torque has a good year, we probably won't have to make a move for a right-handed bat. In all honesty, I still think we should. We should really just cut the losses on Baez. I don't know what we're doing. He's just damming it up so Max Anderson isn't up here right now. Like I don't really see why Anderson isn't here. I think we should just cut Baez, call up Anderson, pull that Band-Aid off, just get it over with, and just because like what's $24 million? Like who gives a shit? He's gone anyway after this year. Let's get Anderson up here. Let McGonigal play second or short, and then move Anderson over to third, which he already can do. He can play it beautifully, just like McGonigal can. And then trade Colt for an all-star right-handed bat, because I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if Colt can play third base consistently, that's idea. But like, he's the most obvious piece we can trade for a unheard of, like a absurd right-handed bat. And plus, like, we just don't have a spot for Colt to play. We got better options at DH. Yeah, actually, going forward, Colt may be our DH guy. Hobby has like 3 errors this year. I don't know. Here's the 1-0 to Scott. 40-mile-per-hour wind gust. Hell yeah, gotta love April. The funkiest it's a cruel month. Someone said April is the cruelest month, right? Here's the 2-1 to Scott. That's going to be a base hit. Rifled up the third base line. That's a fair ball. 1 on, 2 out. Here's the leadoff hitter, Win. I wonder if anyone knows where April is the cruelest month comes from. Do we have any, do we have smart people in here? Or are we all too cool to know? Here's the pitch. It's a strike. 0-1 on Win. Well, both teams have a hit now here in the top of the third. That'll be the first one of the day for the Cardinals. Here's the 0-1. And that'll be the second hit of the day. Hell yeah, Kerry Carpenter fielding. Gotta love it. Runner gets over to third. First and third now with 2 away. Yeah, good call, Tom. Good call. Good call. Oh, it's just the term April is the cruelest month. It starts off the wasteland. One of the opening lines in. I don't remember if it's the first line. I haven't read that shit in almost a few months. That's a ball. Just misses outside, apparently. Hopefully we can get Herrera out. This is also the UFC. He's related to the UFC fighter, Herrera. And the gun YouTuber. They're all brothers. Very talented family. Brandon Herrera, this guy Herrera, and the UFC fighter Herrera. They're all brothers. Talented family. That'll be the third out of the inning on a ground out. Nice job by the defense and the pitching to hold off a little jam that we were into there. Bottom of the third coming up. Still no score. It'll be Meadows, Baez, top of the order, McGonigal. 8-9-1 do appear in the bottom of the third. Meadows, Baez, and McGonigal. Yay! You know who I'm excited for? Max Clark is tearing apart AAA pitching, or is he not doing that anymore? Every time I see about Max Clark, it's like, and Clark is 4 for 5 with 3 triples and a home run today in AAA Toledo. And it's like, well, I mean, how much longer is that going to fucking go on before we, like clearly he's, I still don't know why he didn't make the team and Parker Meadows did, but whatever, dude. No, Max needs some fielding work and all that. He's still maybe got a little bit to go. McGonigal was undeniable. It was time for he'd be hitting 1,000. They probably wouldn't. He'd still not have probably gotten out in AAA yet. It'd be like, is McGonigal going to hit 1,000 this year in AAA Toledo? Why is he down here? Yeah, I'd say so. It's kind of a low-scoring affair, but we'll see how the bullpens handle it. If the Tigers' bullpen doesn't shit its pants today, it's probably a low-scoring game ahead. Valdez is a low-score pitcher. The Tigers' bullpen is usually really solid and low-scoring. And I don't know enough about the Cardinals pitching because I think they got a lot of new guys in there. One of the GOATs of Detroit, Brandon Inge. He's got like the weirdest place in Tigers fans' like hearts because he was part of like the team that like went to the World Series in 06. So everyone's just like, well, he was on the team that fixed it all, you know? And a phenomenal third baseman, really criminally underrated defensively. Ball 1. It just sucks that like the 1 year he played, he had like 2 errors at third base or some fucking wild shit like that. Adrian Beltre existed and hit like 390 or something and 35 home runs and 400 RBIs and had like the same amount of errors. And it was like, well, we're going to have to give it to Beltre. It's just like, well, fuck. That'll be a fly out, 1 away. Meadows down on quickly there. Here's Baez. I remember being very pissy about that when I was a kid because I felt that the reason Beltre kept winning that award over him, or at least that 1 year, is the fact that Beltre had unreal fucking numbers at the plate. But the defensive plays were so similar. You know what I mean? The actual defensive play was about the exact same. Here's Baez with a 1-0 count. I think Inge was a little better defensively, but it was like a wash, so they kind of just deferred it. And that'll be a base hit by Baez up the middle. There we go. Little, excuse me, guy gets up the middle. Finds the grass. Top of the order, here's McGonigal. I think we're about to see the first Kev bomb. K-bomb? No. Mick bomb just sounds like a little too Northern Irish, like I'm making fun of the Northern Irish when I really respect what they did. He gets a hold of a curveball, but he pops it up. Basically, fly out. 2 away. Runner at first. Quick outs in this game. They're all over that first pitch this guy's throwing. Here's Torres. Hey, we're right up at 18 likes already. That's really good. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. We'll hit our like goal of 20 with no real problems. Come on, Tigers. Start hit. Pick off attempt. Nothing going on there. 1 on, 2 out. Bottom of the third, no score. The hitter is Torres. And there's a pitch. That'll be strike one. And Baez steals second base on a pretty bad throw by the catcher there. Holy shit, that sucked. If that was a better throw, they might have got him. Baez don't really got that speed like that no more. That was a pretty bad throw. Base hit could score the run now with Torres up. I'm guessing the hit and run's on. That'll get through. Baez rounds third. Here we go. Play at the plate. Baez is... They're going to say he's out. God damn it, he is. See what I mean by he's a little too slow now? But I also don't know if they should have tested that arm. Did they get him? Hold on a minute. Oh, yeah, they got him. Good throw. Burleson, Urias, and Walker due up here in the top of the fourth. No score. Good throw by the right fielder. That's on the third base coach for not knowing the arm strength. Now he knows. Probably should have known before the game started, but hey. I don't fault aggressive decision making. Plus, like, we haven't really had any, we haven't been consistently getting shots to score runs, so we got to take them when we get them. Got to play a little aggressive, try to jumpstart the offense a little bit. Had we, there's kind of a difference there, right? Like, if the Tigers were consistently getting hits and driving runners in scoring position, you don't send Baez there, right? Because, again, he's a little slower now. You know how good Walker is in right field. You know that throw really isn't that hard for him to make from that distance. It wasn't a really far hit ball. But when your team is like 0 for 39 this year with runners in scoring position or some crazy shit like that, you got to take the shot. It is what it is. Not ideal. You don't want to take the shot, but you got to take it. And he almost made it in. Baez only got a tag by a split. If that throw wasn't as good as it was, I've seen a lot of crazy pictures from the Artemis 2 mission. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of space. I've been known about space, though. I was one of the first fans of space. Back when they first discovered it, I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. Everyone's like, psh, what do you know? That'll be a base hit on the first pitch for Burleson. Let's try to get a double play here with Urias up. Good a time as any to try to turn two. Oh yeah, they're gonna bunt, aren't they? Yeah, that's what I thought. I forget that this is like Marmol's their coach, right? They didn't get rid of that weird ass dude for some reason. From what I've gathered, every Cardinals fan I know hates Ali Marmol. Why is he still the head coach? Is there a large contingent of the fan base that's actually like, nah, he's pretty good? Filed it away, it's 0-2. I know some pretty passionate Cardinals fans, they fucking hate that guy. Now, to be fair, he was handed a rebuild, right? It's really hard to be shit judgmental on a coach that's forced to do a rebuild. Here's the 0-2. He fouls it away, just stays alive. 0-2 yet again on Urias, however you say his name. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the fourth, no score. Ooh, in the dirt, but it didn't get far enough away. Runner holds at first. 1-2. Dun, 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 dun. And that'll be a strikeout, 1 away. Hey, double play gets us out of the inning, but now Walker's up, so that's probably not going to be a possibility. Outfielders and shortstops are really hard to double up. They're probably those 4 guys on any team are usually the fastest guys, and like occasionally you got like a stealth third baseman that runs really fast. But you ever see a first baseman, catcher, or second baseman up, and you're a third baseman really too, you're like, all right, this isn't a bad shot. Sometimes right fielders too. They position so well that their slow ass speeds don't really slow them down or mess them up. Think of like late career Maglio or Ordonez. Despite not like being super fast anymore, he never really made bad moves in the outfield. 1-1. That comes down to like Bonds was a pretty good outfielder despite like his kind of slower speed at his older age. Again, it's a lot of fielding, positioning, and stuff like that. Like outfielders can be a little slower, especially right fielders. Especially if you got a speed demon in center field. 1-2. Who can just kind of cover center and right center, and then the guy in left field also needs to be pretty quick to make up for it. But usually it's not that hard of an alignment to build up. Mostly because center fielders love playing that position anyway, that center, right center. Cal is very quick for his size, yeah. But wasn't he a multi-sport athlete? Like he wasn't just like a baseball guy, like he played football. It was pretty good. If a Green hits a home run, I win like 500. Hey, I hope he hits one. He needs to. I think we've only hit 1 this year. So fucking, it's so lame. 2-2. 3-2. Come on, Valdez. Put this guy away. Get him out in some way. Oh, nice pitch. Strike his ass out on a nasty curveball. Whew. I personally would have hit that 500 feet, but like I'm a little better than Walker is like low key, low Kirkanuanly. That's a disgusting curveball. But again, I would have hit it 500, but like I'm a little different. All I'd have to do is put on my glasses, and that shit's. I'm making mincemeat. You know what's funny? My brother is very convinced. There was a pickoff attempt there. It wasn't really a serious one, but he did one. Anyway, here's the pitch to Pozo. He very much believes that he could hit a major league fastball. He doesn't think that like 90, like he said, like 97 wouldn't be that hard to just hit it. And it's just like, I don't know, man. He's like, nah, guys do it all the time. I'm like, no, they don't. They genuinely, most of the time, they miss those. Ah, damn it. Oh, they got him. What? Oh, great. And Valdez might have hurt his finger. Cool. Did they not beat him? Wait. Oh, he dropped the ball. Okay. I didn't see the ball drop. My fault. That's my fault. And Valdez hurt his fingers too, which isn't good. Fuck. 2 on, 2 out, and I'm not sure if Valdez will be staying in the game. Why did he use his hand to back that throw up like that? Oh my god, that's so stupid. I hate that they teach that. Like, I get it, like two hands, but like that's I don't know. That's how people like I've broken fingers doing that, and I've gotten I don't know. There's got to be a better way to teach that, like fundamentally, like how to back yourself up with making a catch. I almost think it should be like your hand should be somewhere else to where if the ball ricochets, you could try to like make an athletic snap at it. He's gonna try to pitch through it, looks like, which is I hope it doesn't end up being bad. We'll see though. He's gonna do some throws. If he can still go. So an injury timeout for Valdez. He smacked his fingers trying to make a catch. I mean, we have Tarek Skubal, so I'd say Skubal is the Tigers' ace, and then Valdez is the number 2. He is an ace though. Like if that makes sense. Like I think on most teams, Framber Valdez is an ace pitcher. Yeah, he should he's a 1, but like Detroit's got the only team is one of the few teams that actually got a guy better than him for an ace spot. Need a home run from Green, Schwarber, and Langeliers. You win 1,200. Judge and Otani already did their job. Nice. Well, hey, good luck. Hopefully Green does his. It'll be just missed for a ball. All right, Valdez will stay in the game. I hope that just means he just kind of stunned his fingers a little bit where they're like, ow. Yeah, exactly. You, mama. Yeah, Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball, and Framber Valdez is an ace. It's just that's the difference in Detroit. Like if we lose Skubal in the offseason, Framber Valdez is our new ace. That's and it's like a very comfortable transition, but like it'll suck ass, dude. And I genuinely don't think that's gonna happen. Though it's gonna be $425 million to sign him for 10 years, and that's gonna suck dick. And I don't know if we're gonna if Illich wants to pay a pitcher $400 million. We'll find out though. They got the money to do it. The cost is not the issue. 2-1. It's just do we do it? Or do you go 8 years, 375 if Skubal is willing to negotiate a couple years? Who knows? Either way, we're paying Valdez like $39 million a year to $40 million or to $37 million a year, and it's like, yeah, we'll probably pay Skubal another $5 million on top of that. I don't think the per year cost is the issue. I think it's the $400 million that they're going to bulk at a little bit. And that'll be ball 4. Runner on, or bases loaded, 2 away. We need an out pretty good here. Here's Fermin. They're going to bring out Feder to talk to Valdez. Need an out in a big, big way. I hope you guys don't sweep us. Yeah, I don't have any beef with most teams. I only really don't like the Royals. And that's just because their fans like to pretend like they have a real team. I guess they got some decent players there now. Finally, other than Bobby Witt and fucking Pasquantino. Yeah, I try to be respectful of other teams. I don't know. I don't really care for weird fake hostilities and stuff like that. Everyone, like people do, like it's hate week. It's like what? Not against the National League team. We play once a year. I don't know. We'll see. Our offense has been abysmal this year. You want to know something fun about our so through 6 games we've given up 24 runs, which isn't terrible. It's 0-1 by the way, foul ball. But we've given up 16 runs, I believe, in 2 games this year. We have 2 games where we gave up 16 runs, which is really bad. Like kind of crazy to stop and think that means across those 4 other games we've only given up 8. Which is about 2 runs a game. we should have 4 wins right now. You know what I mean? Because like the way that breaks down, I don't even think that's even. I think had one game where we gave up like 3. It's like a really weird way we've given up runs. It's most of them come in 2 games. I hope the Tigers win today, John. Again, I have to relearn all the players. What's your take on Mason Wynn? I don't really know enough about him to have a strong opinion. He seems like a good defensive player from what I've seen. Anyway, Tigers get out of the bases loaded jam. They get him to fly out. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Tigers will send Carpenter, Green, and Dingler to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. No score. Holding that change. There we go. I don't know much about Cardinals pitching either. Is it pretty bad? I thought they'd had a good start to this year. I hope you're right, John. Tigers have all the pieces of a contending team as long as they just start playing better baseball. Well, it depends on who you've played, right? Like the Tigers have played the Padres and Diamondbacks. We've got no excuse to be 2-4. We should at worst be 500. We should be 3-3 at the very, very worst. But I don't know. Getting swept by the Diamondbacks is pretty bad. Our offense was abysmal most of that series. So was our pitching, really. 2 bad pitching performances. Came through and dominated the Padres. That was fun to watch, except for that 3rd game. No, it's bottom of the 4th coming up. The Cardinals flew out with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Fermin flew out. Hey, I hope you're right, you mama. Let's hope so. Cloudy. Might start raining after the game or before that, you know. Ideally, any bad weather doesn't happen until after. It's under hat 3. Oh, 2. I was wrong. Wasn't really watching, though, so it doesn't count. Isn't the game back on yet? What the fuck? 1-0 to Carpenter. It's a ball. Need Carp to get her going. Blast a homer right here. Fuck it. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Looks like he might have tipped that, though. Swing a millisecond sooner. That's a homer. Ball 2. 2-1. I thought they might say he tried to go on that one. Ours have become a very good road team. Yeah, I mean, they're a good team, so it's not surprising they play well on the road, too. And that'll be 2-2 on Carp. Windy ass day in Detroit. And they're going to call that a strike 3. Down goes Carpenter. 1 away. Bottom 4. Here's Riley Green. Green bomb here would be nice. I'm going to call it. Riley Green home run right here. I don't even got to look. Don't even got to watch it. Don't even got to care. I'm going to check my email actually real quick. Hold on. Just check my email. I don't even care what Riley does. I know it's a home run. I've already seen the score. Da, 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 da. 1-0. Oh, this coward's going to walk him. Here's the 2-0 to Green. 3-0 to Green. I wonder if he's swinging 3-0 on a pitch that's probably going to be right down the middle. I'm guessing not. McGreevy, here's the 3-0, and that'll be called strike one. Oh, the pitch was a strike that was called the green. I don't think that was a ball. Here's the 3-1. Green fouls that one away. It'll be 3-2. Quickly, all of a sudden, the count is evened up or full. 3-2. Oh. Ah, damn it. That's not going to get out. Damn, it's going to get all the way to the wall, though, and Riley Green's going to have a double here with one away. Nice at bat. Just missed a goddamn home run. I just missed calling that shit. Dang, dude. If only that ball would have got out, I'd be looking like a genius. Everyone would be like, damn, dude, what the hell? Home run calls haven't quite clicked in yet this year. We almost got it. We almost got the green bomb. I'm talking like 10 feet more, and that's homer. Damn. Here's Dingler. A Dingler base hitter, a Dingler double would be pretty nice right here. Ball one. Right? It just missed those extra little bits. Oh, Dingler homered. Damn, I was one batter off. And Dingler hits his second homer of the year. I believe the second home run of the season for the Tigers, and both of them go to Dingler. And Dingle hits a Dingler bomb, or a Dingle bomb, and I messed that up. Dingler hits a Dingle bomb, and the Tigers go up 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Let's go, Dingler. The reigning, defending, gold glove catcher. Should have probably been the rookie of the year, but for some reason, I don't think they qualified him as a rookie last year. But there was also like all those dudes on the A's that were hitting like 500 all year for somehow. Where it comes apart for the Cards. Maybe. Ball one. Hell yeah, sloppy. 2-0 now for McKinstry. Curveball hung it. It's the dangers of hanging a curveball. Even the most unsuspecting players, if they see it, they're going to fucking mash it. It's 3-0 now. That'll be called strike one. Taken all the way. Probably should have swung at that 3-0. Oh, it's McKinstry. Never mind. I was like, damn, why didn't the batter swing at the 3-0? It was right down. He knew it was coming down the middle. Called strike two. Oh, yeah, dude. Dingler has us up 2-0. Hell yeah, Don. Fouled away. It'll remain 3-2. Yes, sir. The torque bomb coming next will be insane. McKinstry hits the ball, and that'll have eyes and make its way past the diving second baseman into right field. And 1 on, 1 out. Tigers keep it going. Now watch this for the torque bomb. What did just Framber have? 5? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Damn, he's cutting up those. He's cutting these dudes up. Yeah, he's got 5 right now. 6.5 strikeouts. So he's 2 away. Hopefully he's still pitching after this inning. He messed his fingers up a little bit. Oh, you need one more. Okay, okay. 1-0 to Torque. Torque's very due for a home run right now. At least a double. Some kind of XBH. Need to get some pop here in a second after this happening. Thirsty. Da-na-na-na. 1-1 on Torque. Pickoff attempt there. Nothing really happened. What are we going to get? There's pitch. Ball 2. 2-1 now. McKinstry should go here. Oh, no, he didn't. Torque fouls it off. Oh, that's a good hit foul. Straighten that out a little bit. Maybe we get a homer or a double here. Does he order up $30 and Domino's Pizza plus wings if the Tigers keep winning this? Why would you want to order You mean Little Caesars? Well, Torque strikes out, 2 away. Runner at first, 2 down now. Tigers up 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. The Park Nasty Bomb. Parker's triple about to hit different. Well, he probably should have swung at that pitch, but 0-1. Unless he hates the Tigers for winning this, then, of course, ordering Domino's makes sense. Papa John's has a BOGO this week. That's pretty good. Oh, okay. There's no Little Caesars in New York? Not sure he could see a beach ball come down shoot. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, he'd be like, I don't like it, big volleyball. Dingler bats next, probably not until the 6th inning, unless we have a big inning or something in like the 5th. Dang. You guys got Jets out east? Can't eat pizza, you got to beat us? So I'm sorry to hear. One, 2. Watch this big hit by Parker. Ball 2. But bet to win 2,500. Who Meadows hits 2 home runs? Jets is really good. It's probably some of the best like quick deep dish pizza that's out there. That isn't like sit down and like have like deep dish like good pizza in the pan and all that. I think Jets is probably number 1 at the fat like just making them. as quick as you'd expect a pizza, and it's good. Fucking like good pizza. Like the perfect middle gap between like super cheap pizza and like high end pizza. It's like Jets is like that perfect like you're a little too rich now to be eating like Little Caesars all the time and it messes your tummy up. But like Jets is like just like that upper middle class level of like, oh, I'm gonna get some Jets. Pizza Hut used to be here for that style deep. Yeah, Pizza Hut was great, but then they went stupid. I don't know what happened to Pizza Hut. Yeah, Meadows didn't do shit. He grounded out. But I mean, to be fair, Torque struck out too. Scott, Wynn, and Herrera do up here in the top of the fifth. Tigers take a 2-0 lead on the Dingler 2-run shot. Yeah, Scott, Wynn, and Herrera, top of the fifth. Tigers up 2. Hopefully we hold it. Let's hope for a quick, strong shutdown inning from the pitching here, whether it be Valdez or whoever. Detroit 1, Chicago 2, St. Louis 3, New York 4. I've never had St. Louis pizza. Is it some kind of variation of like how Michigan's is like kind of deep dish? I'm guessing they're like Midwest deep dish. Be right back. I'm going to get some pop. I'll be right back. Chuck E. Cheese. St. Louis pizza is thin crust with provolone. Thin crust ain't bad if it's done right. I like a thin crust. I don't mind a thin crust. I don't mind it all the time. Sometimes there's too much bread on pizza. 1-0 to the 9-hitter Scott. Ball 2. Provolone cheese. Oh, it doesn't taste good. I don't know. I've never actually heard of Provolone cheese. No, I don't have a problem with people who do like that. I just don't like fruit on my pizza. I don't like the sugary taste of like fruit on a pizza. I don't think it tastes well to me. It like doesn't like vegetables taste great on a pizza. I don't know what the difference is, but it works in one way, but it doesn't for me work the other way. I couldn't put a blueberry on a pizza, dog. That just it like the tart doesn't mix well. For like meat, but like you know what I mean. I don't really like a real sugary pizza like that. Yeah, peppers, onions, fucking mushrooms. Like you put there fucking anything. And I get Hawaiian pizza. That's not terrible. That's the only time I've had it and been like, oh, this isn't too bad because there's like a lot less cheese on the pizza. I think that's like the secret of I think Hawaiian pizza is they use a little less cheese and a little less sauce to kind of like cope with like to balance it out right. But if you just throw a fucking pineapple on a Little Caesars hot and ready, that tastes like dog shit. Because again, it's like a normal hot and ready with a pineapple on it. Ugh. But like when you have like a really strong, really careful balance of cheese to fucking sauce to pineapple to ham, it does work out in like a pretty. Again, it's just like like you can't overwhelm the flavors. It's usually the sauce that has to be right. like a barbecue flavored sauce with that is usually a lot better than like a traditional like marinara sauce. Like, you know what I mean? Uh, Actually, yeah, barbecue chicken pizza with some pineapple isn't bad at all. Actually, that's not bad, but that's almost like not even really pizza anymore. That's just like kind of something you're serving in the shape of a pizza. Yeah. Anyway, one away, 2-0 count. Oh, is that a strike? Are they gonna challenge it? No. 2-0. Valdez back to work, working through his little. Hopefully, the finger injury was just a little scare. You know, like sometimes you brush your fingers and they hurt for like 5 minutes. I hope that's all it was. He didn't like fuck his fingernail up like I did. It's actually healed up pretty nice now, believe it or not. My finger. I smashed it, I believe, in a window, and instead of like panicking or going to the doctor, I just assumed I would heal like Wolverine, and I've slowly healed. It was all black. Hold on, I'll make it big. No, I don't want to make it big, but like it was all fucked. It was swollen up real bad. It was my all around my fingernail, like on the actual skin, was all black too. Now it's all receded to just being on the fingernail, which means I've healed. Effective. Or pizza sauce. I didn't mean to use marinara. You know what I mean? Whatever pizza sauce is. I know there's a difference. I'm lazy. That'll be a nice ground out. Nice play by McGonigal, getting it, grabbing it, throwing it over from foul territory. Nice little rollout to his right on that. Would have been a sick backhand if he needed to do it. Really nice throw off balance. New York pizza seems all right. I didn't. I thought it was tasty when I had it. I've only had it once though. I think you got to get it in New York is the difference. They got that soft water out there, Brooklyn. I heard Brooklyn's probably got the best version of that because the water out in Brooklyn's like a little different. They like soften it in a certain way, and it just works really well with like everything. Two 0 or 2-1 rather. Sorry, I seen him call a strike, and I seen it said 2-0, and I'm like, it's 2-0. Here's the 2-1 to Herrera. 3-1. Let's not walk this guy. Let's just go after him. They're not face Burleson with guys on. Brooklyn has some of the best pizza, but really any of the five. Yeah, I would imagine it's any of the five boroughs. I don't drink bourbon. I'm a tequila guy. One of the only things that don't make me sick to my stomach, and I can tolerate the taste of it. Mostly because if I mix it with something, I don't taste the tequila at all. It's very maskable for whatever reason. Whereas like other things, it's like ugh. Sometimes when I drink Pepsi, I still taste rum in it. And I'm like, ugh. I have trouble drinking Pepsi, even though I think it's delicious. I can mix tequila with like water, and that shit. I'd just be like, nice water. Water's get me drunk as fuck. Everything else makes me sick, and I don't really like drinking that much anyway. But you drink one glass of tequila, like one mixed drink of tequila, you're pretty fucked for the night. $10 vodka, yeah, that's gross. I don't know. That's not a handle. That's like a half gallon, right? Holy shit, dude. Baez, McGonigal, Torres. Yeah, and it's and then if I puked a couple times off tequila, but I got fucking shit faced in Baltimore off that. I had like 9 mixed drinks that one night, and plus I had drink before we went out. I had Some kind of Red Bull bomb and with vodka in it. I had 2 of those actually. I was pretty fucked up. Only puked once though. It wasn't too bad. I was pretty close. I didn't black out. I remember the night. It's kind of scaly. I was pretty wasted. Instead of Jello shots. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. It kind of kills the terrible taste that people don't like. I actually don't mind the taste, but I don't like doing shots. I only do mixed drinks. About a quarter ounce of liquid, which is like this much. About like that big. Pour it in. Goes up to like out here in the glass, and I fill a pop to here. That's all I need. I think that's about 1 shot's worth of alcohol. Thing is, I'm barely I'm like 150 pounds, soaking wet. I don't eat a lot. Like puking off of balconies and bridges. Why? Because I mean, it is funny, but like at the same point, it's like, oh, what if you get somebody? But I guess that's probably the point. Here's Baez, who swings at the first pitch, and it's an out. Nice play. Oh, that was a risky throw by Wynn. 1 away. Bottom of the 5th here, 2-0 Tigers lead. Nice job shutting down the Cardinals offense in the top of the 5th in the retaliation inning. That's the inning the other team tries to score. After you score, it's called a retaliation. At least that's what I call it. You need a shutdown inning or a retaliation inning after a team scores. That's a momentum killer, basically. Like, the Tigers are in control right now. If they can get 1 more run here, they could probably coast. Especially because they'll probably get 1 more inning out of Valdez. Meaning they can get to, everyone but Will Vest out of that bullpen, which is really nice. I don't know. Probably. The Rays are never really that bad. I'm sure they'll be all right. We'll see in like a month, really, what teams are starting to make noise. Hey, that'll get down the left field line. Kevin McGonigal takes a wide turn, heads to second, and he's in there with the double. Risky call to go for it, but he took it. Nice. A double for McGonigal with 1 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. What's up, Mahal? It's going good. We're up 2-0. We just hit a double with a good shot to score with a good part. The good part of the lineup due up now. 2-3-4. 2-3-4. I guess not 2 through. I only said. Just said. Hope you're doing well though. I'm guessing that lady is McGonigal's mom. Ball 1 to Torres. Nice piece of hitting here. Could put McGonigal at home. 2-0. But I think they know that, and they'd rather get to Carpenter and Green to see if they can't get out of the inning. Probably a dumb idea to pitch anything to Torres here. I think so. At some point, Blue. I think he's very similar player to Bregman. Try to think back to remember a young Alex Bregman. It's very similar to McGonigal. Oh, yeah, the NBA is just about over, right? The Pistons are in the playoff. Damn. McGonigal tried to take off to... Damn. McGonigal tried to steal third. Or what happened there? Oh, no. Okay, Torres swung, And McGonigal took off toward third instead of just staying at second. No, he's a little bigger than Bregman. He's just a very similar player to Alex Bregman. So 2 down now in the top of the 5th. Are they pulling their pitcher? And they're pulling McCreevy here to take. I think they're going to go get a lefty. Yeah, they're going to go to lefty for Carpenter. 1 on, 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Tigers got a guy at first. Bruley is coming into pitch. Is that how you say it? Bruley? But Bruley's into pitch now for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th. He's got to get 1 out here against Carpenter. Yeah, I mean, it could have been a hit and run, which it probably was. But, I mean, he should have still read that the ball got hit back to the pitcher, and he should have just went back. But, hey, you know, he's a rookie. Things are going to happen. 1 sec. Carp homering is going to be a movie. Lefty on lefty homer for Carp. I can't even believe what we're about to witness. You like your green bomb chances as long as it's not JoJo or O'Brien. There is lefty right now. It's 1-0 on Carp. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 outside. Nice hitters count to be in if you're Mr. Carpenter. Here's the 2-0. Oh, that's a strike. 2-1 now on Carp. Plan is like, if I just stand here long enough, maybe I'll walk. Called strike 2. Just watched the ball go right down the middle. Probably should have swung at that one. Dodgers on pace for 23 runs in that game. Really? Oh, Carp will get a base hit. That makes it up the middle. Hell yeah. Runner will get over to third. First and third now with 2 away. Damn, Dodgers do have 11 runs right now. Jesus Christ. Slaughtering. Putting up the meat hooks on them. Tigers are about to open up a can of whoop ass. A green bomb here would be pretty legendary as far as things go. You could change the season. I think we're all thinking the same thing. Hey, a base hit'll do just the same. We'll take a run. It's 3-0 Tigers. Up the middle and through goes Riley Green, bringing in the lefty to take on 2 lefties. Has backfired for the Cardinals. It's now 3-0 Detroit. They probably could have scored that runner from third right there on that little mishap. What's up, Spider? Here's Dingler. I could see them walking him here to go after McKinstry. Did you see the Philly comeback the other day? No, I missed it. What happened? They have a big comeback win? Maybe. I hope so. Marlins are a fun story. I think they'll cool off. I think they're one of the Mirage earlies. I also think the A's will get it going, but we'll see. I don't know. You going to tomorrow's game? Hell yeah, Don. Get to see Mr. Verlander pitch. Don't know why they didn't make it so Verlander pitched this game. I don't have no idea why he's not pitching. I don't like playing Oakland. Too many good right-handed bats for when Scooball pitches. And that'll be a fly out. Womp womp. All right, well, good inning for the Tigers. They put up another run. They get some more hits. They add another run. That's the most important thing. 3-0 Tigers lead. Top of the 6th coming up. Urias, Walker, and Pozo here in the top of the 6th. Let's hope Valdez is able to keep pitching. What's he at pitch count wise? Valdez is at 85, so this will probably be his last go if he comes back out. So, top 6 coming up. Tigers up 3. Let's hope. Let's just keep them going. I want to see Phillies in May, but man, it's either Rockies or Reds when I am. Oh, yeah. Reds are fun. That's not too bad. You know, not the worst. All right, I'm going to go rip a bogey a few times. I'll be right back in like 2.5 minutes, probably. Be right back. Sorry about all. There's already 2. What the fuck? How's the inning almost over? 2 away. Oh, yeah. Great job by Valdez getting quick outs here. Keeping the momentum squarely on the side of the Tigers. Tigers, Mets, and Mariners. Mets are playing the Phillies, and who are the Mariners playing? Yeah, this will probably be it for Valdez. He's at 90 pitches, so. Oh, Mariners should probably win that game. Unless the Angels are good this year. I haven't really noticed. Is Trout back? Is he playing good? Well, he's probably playing good. It's Mike Trout, but you know, let's just hope he stays healthy this year. 2-0 on Pozo. No, your best bet is Pozo. I don't think he's going to strike out. 2-0. And he pops it up. Well, that'll probably be it for Valdez. He'll go 6 and get 5 Ks. But I think after he hurt his finger, I don't think the ball was moving like it was earlier. I got Lau, I think, for the Rays. Okay. All right, well, we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers holding strong here, 3-0. McKinstry, Torkelson, and Meadows do a McKinstry, Torkelson, and Meadows. 3rd inning. Cardinals need to have a big rally. Come on, guys. Let's hope they don't have a big rally. Let's hope they falter. Tigers need this win more than you guys do. Theoretically, we're 2-4. Bottom of the 6th coming up though. 3-0 Tigers lead. They hope to add to it with the likes of McKinstry, Torkelson, and Meadows. We'll see if any of these guys are pinched hit for because of who the pitcher is. I doubt it though because of defense. Mets are playing the Giants. Oh, they're not playing the Phillies anymore? Oh, well, yeah, you should probably that. That's pretty. Actually, I don't know. I don't really know what the Giants are doing either. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 high. So Broly back to work here in the bottom of the 6th for the Cardinals. Yeah, Giants aren't terrible. But I think the Mets should probably be able to win that game. They have a better team. Now, does that really translate to anything? Who knows? 1-1. Yeah, that's fine. That after this. Yeah, nothing squared away. That's a foul ball, by the way. 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 coming up. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, they had a really good year last year. Had a pretty good off season. I don't know. There's reason to hype them up. They're not a bad team. Yeah, pitching is beyond elite, so hard to beat them. And they play really good situational baseball. Their playoff team didn't really do shit, though. Not really surprised, Seattle team. Guy tripped and made a catch. They're going to be pulling Broly here, I believe. Did he actually catch that, or? Oh, he did. Okay. The second time we've been robbed defensively today. Yeah, they're going to go get a new pitcher to take on the righty Torkelson and the rest of the lineup. No reason to leave a lefty in for Torque. So we'll head to commercial break for a pitching change, and we'll see who the Cardinals elect to bring in here in the bottom of the sixth. Tigers up 3-0, one away. Work to bat. You know, so if they lose, at least I can. Yeah, fair. Yeah. George Soriano is coming into pitch. So Soriano's into pitch. Just waiting for the game to get going again. Not a big fan of pitching changes. I know why they have to happen. I hate sitting through them. It's always a bit of a nuisance. I don't think the Cards will be as bad as people think. Their bullpen is trash now, but if like 4 guys down AAA, that could come up. Okay. I mean, I'm sure your bullpen's fine. It'll be fine against us. We don't hit for shit. And their numbers are high, but that's most of last year. Whole new year. Here's Torkelson. Ball 1. Phillies Rockies today. Yeah, Phillies will probably win that game. Down low, ball 2. Kicked up a little dirt. I have a feeling Meadows belts a ball off this guy. I don't know if it's a home run, but he's hitting a gap at the very least. Meadows will get extra bases. Strike 1, 2-1. If he doesn't get walked. Torque gave it a ride, but I think the air is going to kill it. Yeah, if there was a little less wind, I think that's a home run. Torque just missed that one. Rockies are like D-backs, though. They can have silent bats entire game and then 1 inning out. Yeah. Real sporadic out of nowhere offense. Yeah, that ball got hit down in the wind. If that should have been going out into right field, it's probably a home run. A little bit stronger wind pushing right. One one. Oh, Meadows, do something. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Ideally, we won't have to see much more offense in this game from the Tigers. Only 2 more at bats, really. 9 more or 6 more outs. Ideally, we don't have to see any related to below. 1-2. And he hits Meadows. Meadows will go to first now with 2 outs. I hope he's all right. He looks okay. So 2 down now. Runner at first for Javi Baez. Hit him right in like the ankle. Ugh. The shitty spot to get hit. Hopefully he's not too banged up. Seems okay. Guessing we're about to see a steal attempt from Meadows here. Not too obvious. Swing and strike 1. Yeah, because it's like that unpadded spot on your back foot. That's a foul ball. 0-2. Meadows had a clear go on that one. Oop. That looked like a hit and run that just didn't end up working out right. Yep. That'll be a ball. It probably does sting. Probably why he hasn't tried to steal yet. I mean, her foot probably still hurts. Pickoff attempt. They're saying no. Saying he's safe. Almost had him there. Pretty close. One, 2 here on Baez. Meadows at first with 2 out. And Meadows is going to go, and another poor throw by Herrera. And Meadows is very, very safe. Yeah, they should have been going on the first pitch, dude. This guy can't throw the ball. What the fuck was that? I'm not even trying to be mean. My high school catcher threw the ball down to second base better than that. And we played at it's the same distance. Infields at 90 feet are the same at every single level of baseball once they hit 90. I think the mound is a little further back for pros, but I don't even think that's true. And that ball is going to get through the infield. That could be a play at the plate. And it gets cut off by the fielder. What's up, what's up, Just? That'll get a run in. Nice job by Baez to drive in the runner, making it a 4-0 Tigers lead here. 4-0, bottom of the 6th. Top of the order due up here is McGonigal. The K-bomb from McGonigal is going to be a movie here. Herrera has a terrible arm. They just let him play there occasionally to keep him happy because his bat is so good. Oh, is he like a good hitting catcher? Makes sense. He's batting second, so. What's up, Michael? Hell yeah, Tyler. Yeah, that arm was bad. Those are some bad. Those 2 bouncers down to second have been bad. But it is what it is. Not in his first game. No, he didn't have a very good first start. They kind of roughed him up a little bit. That's going to be a ground out to end the. Oh, almost wasn't. Not the greatest throw from the second baseman over to Burleson, but he makes a nice play on that. Top 7, 4-0 now. Tigers get another run here to extend the lead by another, by 1. Seguiz, Fermin, and Scott. 7, 8, 9 due up here in the Top of the 7th, Tigers lead by 4. Man, that guy's freaking out. No, I mean, it sounds like he hits pretty well. Yeah, the arm is a little bad. Normally, you'd go the opposite and be like, yeah, I'm fine if my catcher can't hit as long as he's a good, like a brick wall catcher. Like kind of like, I don't care if Dingler hits the ball. Like, that's irrelevant to me. I genuinely don't give a shit. He could strike out every at bat and hit into double. Well, the double plays, I'd start getting pissed. But if he flew out every single at bat or struck out, I genuinely just would not. I'd be like, that's what he's not here to hit. He's here to call these games that he does. Oh no, I just saw Will Vestas coming in. Oh, please, Will, have a good inning. Oh, please, God. All right, here we are. Ugh. Yeah, Vest got kind of blown up. No, Vest is good. He just got blown up the other day. Well, Vest is theoretically one of our best end of game pitchers when he's not being a fucking idiot. 1-1. Isn't there a rookie for the Mets who hit? Maybe. A little bloop single, of course. No one could catch it. Wetterhoff comes in to hit. Or Weatherhot Holt. I just didn't see the name before it became too small. Yeah, double play would be nice. I think this guy can move, though. So for me, a new hitter comes in. Strike 1. Balled 1. One here on Weather Holt. Weather Holt. I don't think they're messing around. That'll be called strike 2. As long as Vest isn't fucking around, he's literally one of our best end of game pitchers. He had a bad outing last time he came. That's a deep fly out. That gets to the warning track, but it's into the glove of Riley Green for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Scott. And surprisingly, Vest is good against lefty, righty. It doesn't make, and he's probably a little better against lefties than he is righties, to be completely honest with you. It's like an either-handedness thing for him. It's like a Probably Riley Green. Kind of. He does fairly well against either hand. 0-1. It's pretty consistent for him. He seems to know how to get after lefties, and I think he throws a two seam, which kind of trails away from him every so often. And the circle change, I think, also does. Like obviously, if we have if Holton's ready to go, we use him for lefties, but. You know. It would just be nice to establish Vest, Finnegan, Jansen as a shutdown end of game situation. Starter goes 6, Vest, Finnegan, Jansen. And that should get us through a lot of wins this year. Here's the 1-2, and that's a nasty pitch from Vest. There we go, Vest. That's Will Vest. That's fucking Will Vest. Where the fuck was that against the Diamondbacks, you fucking piece of shit? Cross-eyed asshole. The hell, man? God damn it! If he had that versus the Diamondbacks, we'd have won one game in that series. God, that was such a good pitch. You just need it to be 4-3. I can't afford that. Tigers need to win 4-0. He'd have just had that pitch against the Diamondbacks working. We'd have won that game. He just couldn't throw strikes. He genuinely couldn't get the ball in the zone. Your run line is cooked. I'm sorry, Jaquarius. Maybe the Tigers can score a few more runs in the 7th or 8th. Or is it like, no, it's just like you can't, the Tigers need to stay 4, and it's just like everything's fucked. Betting early on baseball is a huge gamble, and even more than just gambling in and of itself. But like early season baseball is always just is a crapshoot. It's just like, well, who's gonna win? Who's gonna do good? And that's another nasty pitch there from Will Vest. See, I'm telling you, he has a pitch that trails away from left-handed hitters, and they have no idea how to handle that pitch. Oh, it's his changeup. I thought it was. Yeah, his changeup is a very good circle change that goes away from the lefties, and that when the righty throws a really nice changeup like that, the lefty, it fucks their head up because they're not used to that angle coming at that like that. That's why you see those loopy ass swings from lefties when it's on against him, which is, and that's why Scooball's changeup is actually very effective against right-handed hitters because it does that similar dance away. That like break away to the left side of the plate rather than come inside on a righty like they're used to with lefty breaks. I think those are probably the most deadly pitches, are pitches that break the opposite way of like the handedness is like supposed to. Because again, hitters are so used to like, if you like sliders break to the from a righty, they're going to break away from a righty. But all of a sudden, like you throw a changeup at a righty and you're right-handed and it breaks inside on them like that, they're like, what the fuck is that? Even if it's just a moment, like, it like messes your head up a little bit. And Nathan Church gets struck out. Nice job by Vest. That's Will Vest. Torres, Carpenter, and Green. Torres, Carp, and Green do up here in the bottom of the 7th. Nice job by Will Vest. That's more like what we were expecting out of Vest all the time. He's too good to do whatever the hell that was in San Diego. 7th inning stretch. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened in San Diego or against the Diamondbacks. That was embarrassing for Vest. Well, to be fair, he just couldn't throw strikes. I don't know what was going on with him that game. Torres, Carp, Green. Bottom 7, 4-0 Tigers. Thought Green was due for a homer today. I mean, he's up to hit next inning. Oh, well, to be fair to Dylan Dingler, you got to remember, you got to put a little respect on Dingler's name. He is the Gold Glove winner from last year at catcher as like a rookie. It was his first full season last year, but they didn't count him as a rookie, so he didn't get the Rookie of the Year or anything. But he won the Gold Glove. I mean, he came in the middle of the inning, but he also walked like two guys and then gave up a hit. Vest did not pitch well against the Diamondbacks, Tom. If this Will Vest gets put in with the bases loaded and one out against the Diamondbacks, he strikes two guys out and we win that game. You know what I mean, Tom? I mean, it wasn't the ninth inning when that happened, but the sentiment, we would have gotten to the ninth inning with a lot more probability to win that game. All right, I'm gonna go rip a dart real fast. I'll be back in like a minute or so. It's yeah, I'm a big Will Vest guy, by the way. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that locked in now. We also have to remember, he's adjusting from being the ninth inning guy to being the seventh or eighth inning guy because of Jansen. So, all right, I'll be right back in a minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry about all that. What do we got? 2-1. Now it's 2-1. Torres, Carp, and Green. And Marmol's already lost two of the matchups. Largest crowd for the Tigers home opener since 2017. 45,008 people. Hell yeah. Even behind home plate, those stupid ass seats are filled out a bit. Never thought I'd see the day that the clubhouse seats are full. Or at least decently packed. It's not empty. And that's what matters. 3-1 on Torres. But yeah, Marmol's already lost the matchup game like 2 or 3 times in this. It seems like every time he's brought a guy in, we've scored runs on him. He brought in a lefty to deal with lefties, and the two lefties got on and scored off of him. And he walked Torres. 1 on, nobody out to start off the bottom of the 7th. It's been a pretty quick game. It's only been about 2 hours. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Strike 1 to Carp. We thinking the Carp bomb there, ladies and gentlemen? Damn, we have 43 likes. That's pretty good for this channel. Hell yeah, we're double the like goal. Appreciate y'all. Good looking out. That's strike 2 right down the middle. Not really sure what Carp was looking for there. Ideally, you swing at a ball right there and you blast it. That's like right in his wheelhouse. What's up, Mark? Paul Teacherman. Ball 1. Like Carp took a little time out there. Come on, scary carry. Put it in the scary carry hours. End this game with the homer. I'm just kidding. How much, man? What's up? How's it going? The 1-2 to Carp. Ball 2. Nice frame try, but no, you didn't go. 2-2. Did he go? Ooh. Probably not. I didn't look at the bat had moved really. Ball 3. Counts full. It's 3-2. One on, nobody out. Here's the full count. Payoff pitch to Carp, and that's ball 4. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Riley P. Green. Big time homer coming. Damn, I gotta miss Monday and Wednesday of next week for the Twins series, it looks like. Who's pitching? Graceffo? Something like that? I don't know. You can hear me? I can hear you too. Well, I can see what you're saying. I can't really hear what you're saying. No swing. It's 1-1. McGravy? No, they took him out in like the 5th inning. Or like the 6th inning. I don't remember what exact. It was like in the 5th inning they took him out, I want to say. Foul tip. It's 1-2. Green getting a hit here would be nice. Pick up another RBI. No, it's a fly out. But pretty deep fly out. Another nice play by Scott in center field, but the runner does get over to third. So it'll be 1st and 3rd now for Dingler with 1 away. Fly out here from Dingler would be nice because that could get another run in with just 1 out. Dingler has a 2-run homer in this game. Maybe he'll hit the 3rd Tigers homer of the season and his 3rd homer of the season. Hoorah! Here's Dingler. Oh, no. That's 1 and 2. A double play. Well, that's not good. We'll head to the top of the 8th after Dingler grounds into 2. Well, top 8. Herrera, Burleson, and Urias do up here in the top of the 8th. That's your 2, 3, and 4 hitters. So this will be a good shot for them to try to get back in this. We'll probably see Ryan Finnegan come into the game for the Tigers. Top 8. Tigers up 4. It's 4-0. To be fair, the difference between the Padres and Diamondbacks lineups, and again, this isn't a shot at the Cardinals compared to what the Cardinals can put out. I feel like those are 3 incredibly different lineups. It's just, like, in not a disrespectful way. It's just like the Padres lineup is the Padres lineup. There's no questioning how good that is. And then the Diamondbacks are just full of fucking sluggers that can all hit. Like, they all have incredible power capabilities. Cardinals will just slice you to death. And right now, their team really isn't hitting much better than we are, but it looks like they get a decent bit of consistency from time to time. Who have the Cardinals played this year? The Rays. Oh, they're a pretty good team. Yeah, but they're not a, like, overwhelm you in any way. Mets should be a good team. We're probably the best pitching you guys have seen, though. Like, if it stays consistent. So the little dip in offense here today could be attributed to that. Just like the reason why the Tigers pitching may be a little bit cracked out right now, it feels like, is because, like, again, you go from facing the Padres fucking doomsday offense and the fucking Diamondbacks offense that could put up 1,000,000 runs at any minute. Yeah, you guys are 4-2. You have a great start. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's that idea of, like, what you're used to pitching against right now for the Tigers is the Padres and Diamondbacks offense. And now the Cardinals offense that isn't like, we're going to put up 4 home runs in an inning, and like double or. And I think it's because, like, the Mets, you know, they're not like a blow you away pitching team. And I don't think the Rays are either. The Rays are just a consistently good team where it's like the same kind of level from each one of their guys. But the Tigers are a plus pitching team. When they're actually pitching well, they're a very tough team to play. You know, when everything's going right. We shall see. There's still a good amount of ball left here. That's a base hit up the middle and through. Not a good way to start the inning. Herrera gets on. Here's Burleson. Try to get a double play here. We'll see. You get Verlander tomorrow, and that's a toss-up on what he's going to be like. And then Casey Mize, who was near unhittable in his first start. He gave up a couple hits, but he was dealing. Here's the first pitch. That'll be called a ball. Why not challenge that? Oh, no. Please don't say Finnegan's going to blow this. Come on, Kyle. It's ball. 2-0. Runner at first, nobody out. Really could use some stronger pitching here. Oh, come on. 3-0. Bryce, don't do this again. Blow another 8th inning. There's a strike, but it's 3-1. 2 on, nobody out. What a wonderful way to start the inning off. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Guzman will pinch hit, or Herman will pinch hit. Sorry, I read that wrong. Really need a ground ball now. Or strikeout. Or Gorman. Sorry, not German. Gorman is up. Sorry, when it's on the screen, it's very tiny sometimes until I see it like enlarged. Gorman's hit a 443-foot bomb this year. Need Finnegan to deal here. That'll be called a strike. It's 0-2. Well, now he's wasted too much time. He can't even fucking challenge it. So 2 on Gorman. 2 on. Nobody out. I'm not really sure what he was mad about. It was a strike all day. Ball 1. Two, 2. Need you to go back inside with another you need to go back to that second pitch you threw. 2-2, 2 on, no one out. Need a big pitch here. Can we find one? Nice. There we go. 1 away. Struck him out. There we go. We need 2 more outs. Let's get 2 more. Maybe we can get that on 1 swing. Maybe someone lines out and we catch someone in no man's land. Nice job by Finnegan. That's a dangerous hitter to deal with. 1 out, 2 on now. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he was going around guys for like that. He's got good enough stuff to just go at hitters. I don't. Sometimes it's whatever. 0-1. To be fair, his strikeout pitch is a splitter, and that's pretty ineffective against a lefty if you're right-handed. 0-2. He's got go after guy stuff. Just go after him. 0-2 now with 2 on and 2 out. Me of our setup guys from the Yankees. Tim. I don't know who Tim is. Understand? Hopefully. They'll get the lead runner at third. Unable to get the guy at first. So it'll be first and second now with 2 away. Great job to get the lead runner by McGonigal. That's all I care about. Get the lead run. Yeah, McGreevy was taken out in like the 5th inning, man. Or Dan. Here's Pozo now with 2 away and 2 on. Tim Hill. Oh, okay. Finnegan's nice. I like Finnegan. As long as he's pitching good. All right, Kyle, get us out of the inning, bud. And hooray! Nice job by McGonigal. Nice throw over to first. And let's head to the bottom of the eighth. Great job by Finnegan to pitch out of that. Great job by McGonigal with some heads-up plays on defense. And we will head to the bottom of the eighth. No worse for wear. It's 4-0 Tigers. W for us. That means we're bringing Kenley Jansen out in the ninth, unless we put up a bunch of runs here. He's our eighth inning guy, setup guy. Finnegan and Vest will probably swap around with that role. But I'm guessing though the eighth, ninth is going to be Finnegan and Jansen for this year, unless we need him a little earlier. Oh man, yeah, that McGonigal's awesome. Like I've been saying, he should directly compare to Bregman. And like that's his literal MLB comp is Alex Bregman, and it's like, yeah, I 1,000% see it. Very very similar hitter. He doesn't have the same power, but I think Kevin's a little better at defense. You know what I mean? It's like the slight trade off, but it's like, yeah, he's got the same leadership skills. Yeah, he's a very good player. I'm very excited. Like when we first drafted him, I was like, who the fuck is Kevin McGonigal? And I watched like his high school draft reel and I went, oh my God, this kid's going to be amazing. What the fuck? And he is not disappointed at any point since. He is the kind of guy who usually gets drafted by the Cleveland team, like Cleveland, and tortures us for 12 straight years. That's who Kevin McGonigal reminds me of. Every single Guardians player or Royals player or Twins player or White Sox guy who goes to one of them shit-ass teams and then tortures us for 12 years. And I feel like we got a guy, somehow we got the guy who's supposed to do that, and now he's on our team. Like, we're not supposed to have McGonigal, I feel like. Like, I'm like, he's supposed to be in Cleveland or Chicago or something and just torch us for the rest of his life. Telling you, once he figures out how to hit at Comerica, he's going to be a menace to play against. Oh, that's a broken bat. That'll be an out. McKinstry grounds out on the first pitch, one away. Little broken bat, whoopsie. That's like Johnny Damon was playing for the Yankees. Kind of, yeah, similar to that. But it's more like there are just these guys that exist in Major League Baseball that solely fuck the Detroit Tigers up. And there's a long list of guys like that who exist, who they'll have like a 230 average, and hold on, for the Guardians specifically, they're really bad like shortstop. They all hate him except for when he plays us. They got like, he's like a terrible hitter, but he like destroys us specifically. There's like 4 Guardians that are like that, like on the team right now that hit. No, not Rivas. Yeah, Roycroft is pitching. It's 1-1 here on Torkelson. He's hit like 3 home runs off Scooball. It's like a stupid fucking guy too. It's like the worst hitter on their team. But like when he plays the Tigers, he turns into like prime Barry Bonds, and it's so annoying. It's literally it's the most annoying thing in the world. They'll have a guy with like 4 home runs on like throughout. No, not Manzardo. Guardians roster. I know Brian Rocchio. It's fucking Brian Rocchio. 1-2 count, by the way. No. It's guys like Brian Rocchio. It's not even good players that also hit other teams. Because they hit everybody. No, I'm talking guys like Brian Rocchio who have like a 150 career average, but then he plays in like 8 home runs. 7 of his 8 career home runs are off Tarek Scooball. I'm not even kidding you. This dude plays us and turns into a monster. And there's like 4 guys on the Guardians that are exactly like that. 2 of them play for the White Sox. There's like 3 of them on the fucking Twins. There's 1 in Kansas City always. And it's so annoying, dude. It's so obnoxious. And it's been like that my whole life. It'll be some dog shit player like Matt Joyce. They'll have like a 750 career batting average, a 1250 OPS. It's just like, he hits 200. What the hell is this? Why is there a cottage industry of dog shit hitters that only hit the Detroit Tigers? Led the league in total pounds per player. They had Roycroft, Baker, Walker, Hensley. Yeah, you guys were fat as shit last year, weren't you? That's a hilarious thing to lead the league in. Total pounds per player. That's a hilarious. Be like, yeah, we're the big boys. 1-2 on Meadows. Damn, Torque's 0 for 4 today with 2 Ks. Rough day. Carp's 2 for 4. He had a good day himself. Walk. Oh, Carp's 2 for 3 with a walk even. Sheesh. He needed that today. Riley Green's 2 for 4 today. He had a good day. Didn't strike out. 2-2 on Meadows. Hopefully this is the last time we watch the Tigers bat this afternoon. I'd rather not see them again come to the plate, to be fair with you, to be quite frank. And Meadows strikes out. So hopefully our last at-bat today is a strikeout. Hopefully we don't have to watch any more of this in the bottom of the ninth. Top 9 coming on up. 7, 8, 9 due up to hit. So Sagis, Weatherholt, and Scott. We'll see how Kenley Jansen does. Bottom of the ninth, or top of the ninth. Here comes Jansen. No, the 2-run shot by Dingler, and then they just manufactured a couple runs each inning. Yeah, but Damon crushed a lot of teams. I'm talking like bad players. That's all. I don't care when like good players beat up on teams. It's like, yeah, they beat up on teams. I don't think that's a big deal. Like, I wouldn't be like, Miguel Cabrera had like a 400 average off the Guardians. Or like Jose Ramirez. He would be like another guy who hits the Tigers really, really well. He has like a Hall of Fame career off the Tigers specifically. But like, he also does that to like 28 other teams. The JC. Sagasi. So JC. Oh, they're going to bring in Tyler Holton. You better not blow it. All right, this. Doing good, Darren. How you doing? You like any basketball? Pistons, I guess. Oakland Ashers. Yeah. So JC. Yeah. Oh, they got one out already. So JC got out on the first pitch. It looks like. Nice job by Holton. One away. Here's Witherholt. Here we go. Strike 1. Come on, Tigers. Close this one down. Used to use ding all the time. Yeah. There's always a handful of just mediocre hitters that just smoke on the Tigers. I'm sure every franchise has just like this weird legion of dogshit players that doom them and haunt them for some reason. 1-2. Probably just grew up hating the team or was a fan of the team. And they're like, I'm going to kill them now. Just the 1-2. And they strike out Witherholt. 2 away. All right, 1 out away from a fucking win again. Woo! Could be 3-4 soon, boys. Is it from it's so over to we're so back? Yeah, 1:10 p.m. Yes, sir, D. Kyle Hendricks. Yeah, we also do that with a lot of pitchers. We make a lot of really bad pitchers look very good. Tigers' biggest weakness is a 33 or 32 to 37-year-old right-handed veteran pitcher. That is their kryptonite. So bad so that Michael Soroka threw an immaculate inning against us this season. I'm not even kidding. Soroka threw as an immaculate inning against the Detroit Tigers this year. GG to the Cardinals fans, by the way. Fun game, good game. Their Tigers win 4-0. They climb to 3-4. Cardinals fall to 4-3. Yeah, good win for the Tigers. Dylan Dingler has a 2-run homer. I think Riley Green drove in a run. Who drove in the other? With the double, Riley Green drove in a run. And Javi Baez drove in a run today. Hey! Good job by Javi. Good job by Green. Dingler had 2. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow for game 2, and we'll be live for game. We'll be doing the whole series this weekend, so that's not too big of a surprise. All right, though. I think we're going to start wrapping up, everybody. That's about that. Pitching was good. Valdez, obviously, there was a team shutout, and we only gave up like 5 hits. So Valdez went 6 innings, gave up about 3. No, he gave up 4 hits, had 5 strikeouts, and I think 1 walk. Then the bullpen obviously came through, got a few strikeouts. I'll look it up. I should have looked at it. I know we had like 8 strikeouts as a team total. Box, there we go. Yeah, Valdez went 6, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Vest went an inning, gave up a hit, had 2 strikeouts. Finnegan a walk or a hit and a walk and a strikeout. And Holton gets a strikeout and no hits. Great job, 9 strikeouts total. Tigers got 3 off McGreevy and 1 off Soriano. All right, though, everybody. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you so much for the likes, everyone. Thanks for everyone for hanging out, watching, chilling. We have 47 likes. That's pretty crazy. But yeah. Thanks for everyone making these baseball streams fun to begin the season. We should be live again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Hopefully another big win. Nice quick game, too. About 2.5 hours. We can go about our Saturday. We can go about our Fridays. Now it's even Friday still. It's not 9 o'clock at night. We're waiting for the game still to start. It's in 40 minutes and it's 10 o'clock. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you all for a fun stream. Thank you for a fun afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. As always, it's go Lions, go Patriots, and as always, go Tigers. Especially when we win and go up 1-0 in a series. 3-4, back to 500 tomorrow? Question mark. See you then.